Barakta Yahweh, Barakta Yahushai, Barakta Yahweh, Barakta Yahushai, Barakta Yahweh, Barakta Yahushai, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Kwakadash. Double honors and salutations to the elders and apostles of Greatness doing the well, and the Akim preaching the gospel of the Lord Yahushai, Hamashiach, in sincerity and in truth throughout the four corners of the earth with all diligence and subjection of mind to the words of righteousness, the spirit of Nash DC camp, with a short lesson to edify the hopeful elect. Yep, so we are approaching the end of worshiping, you know, uh, by these people, the worshiping of idols, man. All right, so it's becoming more evident, man, that the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai is basically sweeping away Babylon's influence from off the face of the earth. All right, he's getting rid of that mindset of idolatry. All right, he's surely getting closer and closer to closing the book on having all these nations worship their own, separate fictional entities. All right, all these images that they keep putting up and philosophies. The Lord Yahweh Shai is gonna stamp it out, and that's the time we can get it into. All right, just like you see um, on the screen. All right, see that nuclear blast. See the shock wave. You could tell of the intensity. All right, of the explosion. All right, so that's just a symbol of Babylon falling away. All right, the mistress of witchcraft. All right, being executed. All right, being vanquished. All right, from the minds of the people. All right. So this is basically what you call a royal flush. The Lord Yahweh Shema Shaba Shema Kwakadash is getting rid of that Babylonian vibration that has been around for thousands of years, and it's time, man. It's time. It's time that the Lord Yahweh Shema Shah reveal His hand heavily upon the face of the earth. All right. So I'm going to get a quick precept. It's going to be from the book of Isaiah, chapter 47, verse 1. All right. Isaiah chapter 47, verse 1. I can pull it up on the screen. Let's see how this goes. Yep. Because it's really necessary to understand the times we're living in. All right. So the book of Isaiah, chapter 47, verse 1. All right. It's all simple precepts. It tells you this. Come down and sit on the dust. Right? Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. All right, and that's America's code name. That's what America is known as in the Bible. All right, it says, "Sit on the ground. There is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate." All right, so that era of America living deliciously and the Allies living deliciously is coming to the end, all right? Because the end of America basically means the end of the rulership of the elites of this world, and then the rulership of righteousness, the rulership of Israel, all right? The so-called Negroes, so-called Latinos, and so-called Native Americans, under the guidance of Yahweh Shema Shai Shema Kwakadash, is what is next, all right? It's what we're waiting for. It's what the world needs, all right? So all this, rulership of darkness in high places is being put out. And that's why you have the wisdom of the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai being shared on the four corners of the earth. All right, and it's what's scaring these elites, man, that they're losing grip, of control of the people because the people are waking up. All right. And the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai is doing that through His holy scriptures being preached on the face of the earth, or throughout the four corners of the earth, on the highways and the byways, and online. All right, and that's giving people an idea of what to expect. All right, when they hear that America is going down, the EU is going down, all these great empires are going down, all these rich elites, that are dominating the different industries, that they're going into captivity, they're going to lose all their wealth. That tilts their brow. Tilts their brow, and like, are you serious? Like, yep, it's in the scriptures, and that's what the Lord has said. All right, because the kingdom got to be translated, and the destruction has to come. All right, you got to burn out the infirmities of the earth. All right, when you think that these so-called rich people, are making a huge difference on the positive side, no, the Musa doesn't see it as that. He see them as a pest. So that's the reason why you have the nuclear missiles. All right, symbolizes, a purge. A purge. The ultimate purge is basically from the Holy Scriptures, right? So this is just a manifestation of the wrath of the Lord Abashim Shai that is going to get rid of Esau's worship upon the face of the earth. And all the spells and all the evil and all the fear and intimidation and all the terrorism is cast upon the people. The Lord Bashima Shai Bashima Krakadash is about to shut it down. Alright? So the earth is going to be ruled in balance, it's going to be ruled in righteousness. And that's the era we're proceeding into. Alright? So the so-called Negroes, so-called Latinos, and so-called Native Americans that are of the nation of Israel are going to have a huge part to play in that, all right, in the administration of righteousness upon the face of the earth, all right. So it's going to be beautiful, man, to see the transition, all right. And, there's nothing to be afraid of. You just have to accept that purge has to take place, man. That heat has to be administered, all right. So I get another precept here. It's going to be from the book of Isaiah, chapter 14. I'm going to read from verse 22 to 23. It says, For I will rise up against them, said the Lord of hosts. All right. Yahweh Bashim Shai. That's about what? All right. The Lord of troops. All right. And cut off from Babylon the name and remnant and son and nephew, said the Lord Yahweh. So America is basically going to be purged, it's going to be desolate, all right, from generation to generation, all right, for all of eternity, all right. So that's just how beautiful it is, man, all right. The worshiping of the Western ideologies is coming to an end, and that's why, the whole world is upset that they've drunken of that cup of the West, and they're pissed off, and the only way out for them is through the words of Lord Yahweh Shema Shai. And the nations know it. All right? The nations know it because this knowledge from the Holy Scriptures has been revealed. And the Lord has already said that His Holy Spirit will be, poured upon people upon the face of the earth. All right? Have visions and dreams. All right? And shall prophesy. Yeah. So it's what's coming. Right? The end of the image of the beast. All right, that people are always, shivering and cowering to. All right, it's coming to an end. That's why the Lord says in Revelation 12 verse 12 that the devil knows his time is short. That's why he has to hurry up and see if he has an opportunity to hold on for some more. But it's already fixed. All right, his time has been cut short, and he's gonna do whatever within his power to try to hold on, all right? And verse 23 says, I will also make it a possession, I will also make it a possession for the beaten and pools of water, and I will sweep it with the besom of destruction, said the Lord of hosts. And that's what's coming to America. All right, this is America's destiny. Even the elites even know it. All right, that's why they're building all these underground bunkers. That's why they have all this underwater, construction that they're gonna hide themselves in, and all their plan to go into space. All right, to take a chill pill while all the destruction takes place. It's not gonna go in their favor. All right, so the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai is saying through his holy prophets that the image that they've been pushing and portraying, that these elites have been pushing upon the people, is coming to an end. Its usefulness is no longer in demand anymore. So the Lord thereby Shema Shai is shutting it down. All right. And then another precept is going to be from the book of Jeremiah. Book of Jeremiah, chapter 51. You read verse 7 to verse 2. Babylon had been a golden cup in the Lord's hands. All right. The Lord Yahweh Shema Shai is in control of America. But a lot of people don't like to admit it. Okay. He says that made all the earth drunken. Alright, so America is basically what the Lord Yahweh Shema Shah has used to entice the whole world, alright, to go along and to prove that they're not in control, alright, and what they're looking forward to doing is not of their own, that the Lord Yahweh Shema Shah basically set the script up, alright, the script and all the actions and all the business dealings. Lord Yahweh Shema Kwakadash is the one that orchestrated it to prove to them that they're not in control. The nations have drunken over wine, therefore the nations are mad. So that's what's going on, man. Alright, these nations are upset. You hear about the issues with the UN Security Council that Iran's pissed off with the so-called deals they made with the United States years ago concerning the nuclear agreements and all that. All right, and they want to go their own way. So just imagine, man, when when nations sign a deal and one nation decides to go out, step aside, then all of a sudden they have to change the agreement. So it's just confusion, man, madness. All right. So verse 8 says, Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. How for her, take balm for her pain, if so she may be healed. Yes, when these nuclear missiles hit America, that's the end, right? That's World War III. That's the culmination of World War III. All right, the deployment of nuclear missiles. All right, that's the signature. That's how World War III is gonna end. The launching of nuclear missiles from different corners of the earth. The scripture says the earth shall rule to and fro like a drunkard. Yep, that's it. All right. So verse 9 says, we would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her. Let us go, everyone into his own country. For her judgment reacheth unto heaven, and is lifted up even to the skies. All right. So America is basically out of it. Whatever the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai has decreed to happen is what's going to happen. And that's the reason why, it says in verse 9 that these nations that have made themselves, comfortable with America, they have to go. When you're trying to heal something, it means you care about it. But hey, the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai says their plans of healing is not going to work, right? Because the Lord controls what's gonna help healing. You could use the right herbs, but the Lord might say, nope, it's not gonna work. And shut it down because the Most High controls all vibrations, man. All right. So it says in verse 10, the Lord had brought forth our righteousness. Come, let us declare in Zion the work of the Lord Yahweh, our power. And that's what we're looking forward to, man. To declare the righteousness of our Lord Yahweh Shema Shai without worrying about all this back talking and backbiting and slandering and arguing. That's the time. That's what we're looking forward to, man. That's a fruit of our labor that the Lord is going to reward us with. All right, to speak in righteousness and to lead the world, to lead the nations on the right path. All right. So that was the end of madness right there, man. The end of madness. All right. So if you look at verse 63 and verse 64, it tells you that, and it shall be when thou hast made an ending, when thou hast made an end of reading this book, then shalt thou bind a stone to it. That's what the Lord told Jeremiah after he went to the river Euphrates, all right, and cast it, right, and cast it into the midst of the Euphrates, and thou shalt say, thus shall Babylon sink and shall not rise from the evil that I will bring upon her, and they shall be weary. Thus far are the words of Jeremiah. So this is the plan of the Lord Yahweh Shema Shaba Shema Krakadash to bring destruction upon the face of the earth. The destruction of America is just a signature of the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai that Esau's rulership has ended. All right, it's a new day, it's a new dawn, it's a new rulership, new management. All right, the end of the world wandering after the mistress of witchcraft. All right, that day is coming to an end, and that's what the Lord Shema Shai is setting up to do. All right, and that's an excellent thing, man, to bring back righteousness upon the face of the earth, to bring back justice. All right, to bring back understanding and wisdom. All right, to bring peace. That's why the Lord Yahushua is called the Prince of Peace. All right. And that's what we're looking forward to, man. Reconciliation with Lord Yabashima Shabashima Kwakadash. Yeah, so America's going to be sacrificed, man. And the Lord sees it to be fit. All right. And one more precept, and that's it. The book of Habakkuk, chapter 2, verses 9 to 11. It tells you, woe to him that coveteth an evil covetousness to his house, that he may set his nest on high, that he may be delivered from the power of evil. All right. So what's power of evil? Is it trying to, escape from the nuclear missiles, the destruction that's coming upon the face of the earth, the war that the angels are going to wage against the armies of the beasts and their peons on the earth and in the heavens. All right, and that's the point. That's the point right there, man. So those are things they're gonna escape and hide from the Lord in these days of evil. They're gonna be up for a rude awakening and realize that Lord Yahweh Shema Shabbat Shema Kwakadash knows where they are and they cannot hide from him. Okay, verse 10 says, Thou hast consulted shame to thy house by cutting off many people, and hast sinned against thy soul. All right. So, caught by the cutting off of many people, the Lord is not pleased with that, because the Most High gave each nation their own, all right, their own lot. But Esau has messed things up. All right. And that's why it says in verse 9 that woe unto him that covet an evil covetousness to his house. All right, adding unnecessary things to their what you call it, their treasury, their inheritance. You know, that's one thing Esau is about, his greed. All right, he's never satisfied. All right, then it says, and he has sinned against thy own soul. Yeah, so the only way that has to be purged is through a sacrifice, man. You know, and that's why the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai is bringing that hot fire All right. Verse 11 says, "For the stone shall cry out of the wall, and the beam out of the timber shall answer it." So Esau's house is going to falling down. All right. That's why it says in verse 9 again, "Woe to him that covet an evil covetousness to his house." So troubles and anguish and groanings, it's coming upon the face of the earth to these Edomites, man. Just like the Shah, Kosap, talks about the groanings shall increase and increase. Yeah. So it's just building up. It's building up to the Lord Yabashima Shah lets that fire loose. All right. And that's what you have to expect, man. Then 12 says, "Woe to him that buildeth a town with blood and establisheth a city by iniquity." Yeah, so it's going to be trouble for Esau. He knows it, right? Verse 14 says, "The earth shall be filled with the knowledge of the glory of the Lord, as the waters covers the sea." All right? And that's what we're looking forward to. That was a summary right there, man. The earth shall be filled with the knowledge of the glory. All right, the earth shall be filled with the knowledge of the glory of the Lord Yahweh, Bashima Shah, Bashima Kwakadash, as the waters cover the sea. Just like Esau tried to dominate the world and put the world in darkness, the Lord is bringing that light. Just like Yahweh Shai talked about, that light is coming, light has come into the world, you know, and it's revealing so many things, man. A lot of people are waking up, man. People are getting exposed. The governments are exposed left and right. The knowledge of the scriptures is being put out there for the people to get it. The heathens are watching the videos. They're understanding what's going on. Jake is waking up. They're making lessons now. They're putting on their garment, their beautiful garments, which is this word of the Lord Shema Shah, and they're also preaching the gospel. All right. So that's the time we're coming into, man. The end of idolatry. This idolatrous vibration has covered the whole earth. You know. So it's beautiful, man. Just gonna pray, Lord, Shema Shah, Shema Kwakadash, deliver us from evil as quick as possible, because we don't want no parts of Esau's rulership anymore, man. It's time, you know, the Lord Shema Shah take Esau out of the way. Alright, so I just say Ka Halal Yamla Yahweh Bashim El Shai Bashim Kwakadash. The honors and salutations to the elders and apostles of Great Stone Road, where and I can present this word in sincere and true, try the four corners of the earth. Yep, it's a beautiful thing, man, to hold on to the words of Lord Bashim El Shai and to see his knowledge being shared. Alright, because that's the only way. Alright, we're gonna get closer and closer to righteousness. Alright, Shalom.